Thank you, everybody, for being here. The Tim Black at Night Show, another edition of No Sellouts. And I'm very happy tonight to have a very busy guy, a guy that we all respect, all of us revolutionaries in the house, none other than filmmaker, director, and all-around activist, environmental activist, Academy Award nominee, Josh Fox. What's up, Josh Fox? How you doing, brother?
Good. That's great. I'm doing terrific. I mean, it's been a really rough day for peace and justice in the world, but I'm happy to be with you tonight to talk about it. So thanks for having me on.
Hey, man, like I said, it's a pleasure, brother, to have you here. And I'm a little fired up, man. I did a show today about what's going on with the MOAB. And I don't usually curse on my shows, man, but I had to let loose, man. Josh, what did you think, man, when you heard the news about them dropping that gargantuan piece of inhumanity?
I was in shock, and I couldn't believe it. You know, the MOAB, the mother of all bombs, as it's known, or I think it's called Massive Airstrike Ordnance something or other, is the largest conventional bomb that exists in the world. It has a blast radius of a mile. It's 11 kilotons or 11 tons of dynamite TNT. It is a carpet bomb in one bomb. It is a war crime in one stroke. It is an atrocity. And in fact, I learned of the MOAB way back in 2003 when I was working with a group called Theaters Against War in New York City as a theater director. And I had written a play at the time called The Expense of Spirit, which was an anti-war play. It was very popular. And there was a character in that play that did a whole monologue about the MOAB and how he loved the MOAB and how it was an incredible advance. And we wrote this knowing that this character was completely insane and was, a warmonger, crazy person. And at the moment when he gave this monologue, it really undid the entire way you felt about this character. And in fact, it was the actor who played that role who texted to me and said, "Do you understand that the bomb was just dropped?" And I could not believe it. I mean, the only bomb that's greater than this bomb in our arsenal is a nuclear warhead. And it seems very, very clear that Donald Trump has gotten great reviews from the mainstream media on bombing Syria, and as a result has now upgraded that approach and has dropped the biggest bomb that we have on Afghanistan at a time when we should be just, de-escalating those conflicts. We are re-escalating those conflicts. It is an abomination. It is an act of war. It is an act of mass murder. It should be considered a war crime by The Hague. And it's something that I am absolutely shocked and astonished by. And we cannot make an outcry loud enough to condemn this action. And I say that as a person who was in New York during 9/11, who was on the ground within 36 hours, just blocks from the Trade Center, giving out aid and giving out supplies to firemen, to police, to first responders, to electricity, Con Ed workers who are under the site trying to get everything working again. As a New Yorker who suffered enormously during 9/11, when that war was started, I say it, now, 15, 16 years later, no war in our name, no war. I mean, this is just absolutely an abomination. Trillions of dollars spent, millions of people killed. For what? Just so we can increase terrorism, increase murder, increase destruction. We created ISIS through bombing people. We created terrorists. Do you know that there was not a single suicide bombing in Iraq previous to our war in Iraq? Now there's one every week or two.
I didn't know
that.
So
it's a failed strategy, and these people are criminals. Mm-hmm. They're murderers. They're they do not represent, I think, the majority of American people. And what they have to understand is they're making us less safe with this strategy.
Absolutely.